Alrighty guys, welcome back to another Parts Factory Australia installation tutorial video. Today, we're working on this VY Commodore. Specifically, we're going to be changing the clock spring. Now, this is a highly anticipated video throughout Australia because you actually never been able to get an aftermarket clock spring until now. We actually had these developed about a year ago. It took a year to get them. We now have 3 wire clock springs available for Holden Commodores in Australia for $150, 30 delivered to your door, free express post, guys. I'm going to show you how to put it in. This is the VY. The horn pad comes off with a flathead, but if you have a VT-VX, the horn pad comes with a torque spit. I'll run you through both scenarios anyway, just so you can see how it'd be done in both cases. Once you got the horn pad off, everything else is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll show you once we get in there how it all happens. All right, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so most likely you have an airbag light on in your car. Now there's a few different cases that can cause that. Your airbag can cause it, your clock spring can cause it, your 2 seat belts can cause it, your seat belt, like, what's it called, buckle can cause it, your airbags can cause it. But if you have narrowed it down to your clock spring or your airbag, you'll realize you have to either replace one or the other. You really can't work out which one is which, but all I know is today I'm going to show you how to change this clock spring. Now basically in the VTs and the VXs and the VYs and the VT, VX, VY, they all have the same clock spring, but the horn pad can be a different procedure to get it off. On the VY, it's a flat screwdriver. On the VT-VX, it's a torque spit, but specifically the torque spits have to have a small little hole in the torque spit itself. Google that, understand what I'm saying. It's a small hole. That way there's this little tit that goes between the torque spit. You just need a special type of torque spit. Google it, you'll understand what I'm saying. Go and get that torque spit unless you already have it. You might already have it. But other than that, guys, it's fairly straightforward. We're going to take this horn pad off. Now, it's going to be hard for you to see exactly what I'm doing, but there's holes in the back, and all they do is that you put the screwdriver in, and you actually just, I think you do the bottom one first. You just twist the screwdriver while pulling out on the horn pad. I'm going to have to put my head there just for a millisecond. So you can use your phone to kind of look in there, and you can see here, there's little, it's like a piece of steel, and you basically bend it, and that's what causes it to pop off. But yeah, it can be a little bit of a pain. You kind of got to get your screwdriver in there in the right way. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this shroud off just so I can get in a bit better. That's done with a screwdriver. I'm going to pull this key out, and then this shroud can just pop off on the top, right, and you can pull it out of the way. But the bottom, from memory, has a little Phillips head screw straight in the guts here. So I'll just grab my Phillips head screwdriver. Right, so you hop under, and you just grab your Phillips head right at the back, obviously counterclockwise, and then these push forward and pop off. And then now that hopefully that's out of the way, I can actually just use my little screwdriver, look in under, and actually get that out of me bloody way. And I can find the little metal tabs much easier now. Yeah, so they go the other way to what I thought. Let's just try that. So yeah, so that one popped nice and easy. Same thing, you see how that popped nice and easy. Same thing here, it's going to be twist. So I'm hoping that it's a good enough angle to basically, there's a screwdriver. So you can see these little metal, they're like pieces of wire, essentially. Not sure if you can see them, but they're like pieces of wire. And you grab your screwdriver and you just put it in on the right side of the wire, like this, and you twist the screwdriver. And because there's springs on this horn pad, because as you push, you want it to push back into your hand, it pops out. And you can do the same thing on this side. You stick it on the outside and twist, and you do the same thing 1, 2, 3, 4, and the horn pad pops itself off. Right, so pulling this off, you can already see that someone has had a go in the past. Clearly the clock spring or the horn pad itself is busted. So what we're going to do, continue on with the job as per normal, but we're going to pop this wire off. So just literally like that. This is just an earth cable for your horn, or a power cable for your horn. Horn pad out of the way. This would had to be unplugged from your horn pad itself. It's a little yellow plug. You just pop it out and it'll be just sitting there like so. This one is for your steering wheel buttons. It might also be the reason you're doing this job. I don't know. Again, it's the same thing. You just pop that tab up and pop it off. And at that point, you can see the horn pad, the clock spring, is totally disconnected from everything. You see? It's behind that steering wheel. A little bit more complicated, or not complicated, a little bit more annoying now. You need to grab a rattle gun and take that bolt off. Alrighty guys, so I think it's a 30. I have no idea though, because this stupid brand didn't put the bloody size on it. So, yours will be easier than that. Someone cross-threaded that bolt in there. Yours should come out nice. Make sure it's not hot. It's fine. Right. At this point, guys, you want to make sure that your steering, the steering wheel itself is straight, but also that your tires are straight. This has no tires. This car is in pieces. Make sure everything's perfectly in line before you pull this off. Wheels are straight, steering wheel straight. Then grab the bolt, put the bolt slightly back in, a few turns like this, reef on it from left to right like that, and pull. And then you take the bolt off, making sure it's still straight, bolt out of the way, gently pull your steering wheel off. The wires will feed themselves through. Steering wheel out of the way, clock spring, what we're here for, popping the two tabs, bottom and top. This little wire, that little flathead screwdriver that we had, it's literally just this yellow tab. I'll show you in a sec once I've got it off. You just pull it to the side. Here's the yellow tab. You put your screwdriver in the side, turn, pull the yellow tab, clock spring off. Guys, at this point, you're now good to go ahead and put your new clock spring on. You see how the bloody zip ties there? That's holding it perfectly straight. So you grab your clock spring, you press it in, or press it on rather. The zip tie is getting in the way. I'm not going to be putting this one on this car. This is a scrap car. So what I'll do is I'll do the same procedure but the other direction. Okay, so this is the new parts factory one, by the way, guys. If you need it, description, you'll find the link in there. Click on it, order it, get it to your door. We do it free express post for 153 bucks. So if it's what you're after, get it into your hot little hand and then use this video to learn how to fit it. So pretend this is the new one, lining it up. Remember the zip tie, it will be perfectly straight still. Take the zip tie off, get it out of the way, click it in all the way around. It should be like that, all the way around, plug in, making sure that it has not moved. It's still straight, just like that. Of course, you guys now probably can see how this job's done. It's not that difficult. We're going to tuck all these wires back through. Remember, this clock spring has to stay straight. So, and then the steering wheel also has to go back on straight, right? Find the sweet spot where she's happy to go on. You can see everything's nice and straight. The clock spring's straight, the steering wheel's perfectly straight. All the plugs back in. At this point, it's perfectly okay to turn the steering wheel if you need to do, you know, whatever it is you need to do. Remember, this is the yellow one. It's literally just press. This is this one. So we just literally plug it in. And of course, your horn pad wire back onto the horn pad, like so. Bringing the horn pad around. And of course, it is just simply a press and play. Guys, that would therefore... Oh, we didn't put the bolt on. Don't forget to put your bolt on. Don't forget to put your bolt on. Obviously, bzz, rattle it tight, then put your horn pad back on. Doesn't matter for me. It literally doesn't. This car's obviously rooted. But yeah, don't forget to put your bolt on. We could redo this video to make it seem like I never forgot that, but I'm not going to. Just remember, bolt back on and you're good to go. So. Alrighty guys, so I'm hoping that the whole job's complete for you. You've now put your battery back on, your battery lead back on, turn your car back on. You might still have an airbag light. You need to have that cleared professionally with a scanner, basically a car scanner. Have them clear it, and then of course, hopefully the airbag light stays off. You're good to go. If it doesn't, keep going. You've got another problem. Most likely your airbag if you're in and around that area anyway. Guys, if you are interested in this part, make sure you cruise onto the website. Links in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe if you can. But other than that, guys, I hope everything's gone smoothly. My name's Lucas. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.